Virgo, this person does care about you, does love you on a deep level, but keeps it under wraps, keeps it under control, doesn't want to tell you at all, but it's like they know that they love you, and they know they have feelings for you. And the thing is, I feel like you were brought into their life to help, to kind of get them out of their ego somewhat, because they're going down a path to be super ego driven and they are not really that waking up, you know? They're resisting everything you shared with them and brought to them. They've been resisting it. I feel like they're trying to kind of turn a blind eye. They're not, ready to see their mistakes. So I feel like they're very prideful person. So they could be kind of like an Aries-Taurus combination. So with the King of Cups, this is at least a piece of positivity right here though, because this is a very lovely person, you know, someone who truly cares. And the thing is, they're really attracted to you with this Queen of Wands showing up here. So, you know, they'd see that you have it going on, that you can accomplish a lot, you get a lot done, you're really pretty magical. But these two pages are here, so it's they're with Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, they're I have nothing compared to you. You know, they're still trying to learn the way of the world with their finances. They're just starting out, mastering their finances, and they feel like you've already accomplished that. You know, you're good where you are, and you're just shining your light in there. They feel kind of worthless. In that manner, compared to you and the pager stores, this is someone who is just wanting to kind of stay quiet and keep their distance, maybe just to watch you to see what you do. You know, they're curious about you, but you know they're not gonna. Definitely not in a place where they want to share anything with you. So here's the Nine of Cups. I feel that they are very much just into wanting to kind of feel good, and I feel like they like to isolate themselves and be alone. And I'm not talking about just the current circumstances in the world. There's someone who just has a lot of enjoyment being alone, and they're definitely afraid to let someone else into that. They're kind of afraid of the Ten of Cups. Here's the Queen of Swords. They do feel like bringing someone into this will mess up their contentment. Even if you are just the sweetest person, because you probably are kind of like a Queen of Cups, and you would be very sweet and caring for them. But I think they feared very much getting close to anyone, because they feel like anyone they get close to start lashing out at them and start being kind of mean and controlling with them, so they keep their distance for sure and just stay in their own bubble. Here's the Eight of Wands. So another card of I just feel they are kind of into chaos almost when it comes to you. And they feel like if they gave into you that they're such a passionate and just hungry, driven person, that if they gave into you, their life would turn into a chaos, and they lose their control that they had on things. So here's the Four of Cups, and it's interesting, the Queen of Swords, again, the Five of Wands, and this is interesting now that the Ten of Cups is coming out and the Empress with the Five of Pentacles right next to it. So, alright, the Four of Cups, this is very obvious right here, that they prefer to just keep things as they are right now. They're not ready for emotional change. They're very just comfortable in their current circumstances. They don't like change. And I feel like they're really afraid, since they've been kind of shutting you out. They're really afraid of causing conflict with you. They're afraid how much you could probably cut them to shreds in an argument. And so I feel like they are kind of hiding from you right now. So the King of Cups here, and now this, the Ten of Cups and the Empress. It's so obvious that they know that you're the one for them, and that you would actually be capable bringing them this happiness. They could see a happily ever after with you. But look at this. Five of Pentacles, the Empress together. This isn't an emperor here. This is someone who feels like they are nothing compared to your worth. Just like we're kind of seeing here with the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands showing up. I feel like since they are still at this stage of, not feeling financially good enough, or, just not good enough in some way, they are walking away. They feel like they need to end things with you. Now, keep in mind, this is just an energy, so it doesn't mean things are gonna be this way forever. But I feel like right now they are trying to kind of distance themselves and just try to cut off any feelings they have for you. I feel like they think they can end this with you by just distancing themselves. But they don't understand that they have this deep love for you, and they're not going to be able to get you out of their mind or their heart. I feel like this is what they always do. This is their usual mode of operation, that if something doesn't serve them, you know, they're kind of that type of person. If something doesn't serve them, they just kind of cut it off, and they just keep going. is they're very much like an ends justifies the means kind of person, you know? But things don't seem like too rough right now because we're not having like the 5 of Swords come up. You know, that's like win at all costs and justify the means. So I feel like they're just trying to kind of sneak off and just hope things will, you know, return to normal for them. Because I feel like you represented too much change for them, and they weren't willing to accept that into their life, so they were willing to instead risk you really upsetting you. They were willing to risk your wrath, but I feel like you're not doing that because you have so much composure and, you know, because you are really worthy. Like, noble person that you're not gonna snap at them for maybe some of their unfair behavior or just sneaking off. So this is interesting, you guys. Here's the Queen of Wands for a second time, with the Lovers right next to it. So very interesting. 3 of Swords, 9 of Cups again in the Page of Pentacles for the third time. So that there could be a very strong message here with the Page of Pentacles. Can also be a student. So, you know, they could feel maybe like you were like their teacher somehow. Maybe that might have started making them feel a little inferior because they felt like you knew so much more about life and just like how to maybe even make money. Like, you're better at making money than them possibly. So I feel that they are missing, like, the pleasure that you brought into their life because you did bring a lot of pleasure and joy to them. And look at this. They definitely feel super romantically and physically attracted to you. I really feel like they saw that with the 10 of Cups and the Empress, that you were their true love. But this is someone who operates on rationality and strategy and not on love and matters of the heart. They're not ready to fall in love until they're financially ready and stable for a family. They are trying to become the Emperor right now, not just the King of Pentacles. So here's the 7 of Cups. Got some of Chalices. So to me, this is saying, like, they might have kind of walked away and ended things, but they are still dreaming about you. I feel like you're in their dreams a lot. They can't get you out of their minds. And here's because of this, you know, partnership. It's always been you. This feels like the 2 of Cups. This is very much speaking to what we were just seeing here. They know that you're the right partner for them. When they're ready for a partner, they know that you're the right one. Okay. So here's recovery. So I feel like you brought a lot of intensity into their life. Like, they're not used to feeling like this for anyone. You were just very intense for them, and they put you through a lot emotionally. So it's like you both are needing right now to just kind of recover from this situation. Just take a breath and just be able to breathe again. I feel like this is really taking a huge emotional toll on you. Maybe you should start, like, doing some breath work, or, you know, make it getting more serious about meditation or something like that. You need to be more in touch with yourself or your soul or spirit, and that's what is going to bring this relationship back into balance, back into a connection if it's meant to be. You just getting within yourself, just going within, calming down, letting this person go if you feel you're resonating. So with these cards together, this feels like the Empress for sure. So here's meditate. I was just saying meditation. So know your worth, you guys. If they are like dumping you and cutting things off, you know, that sucks. That's wrong. Like, you know, in comparison to what you're worth. I don't want to say it's wrong, because I feel like this time apart is gonna give you a lot of time to grow and to see your own beauty. And they're gonna get this time apart might help their love for you grow. They might be able to see that they truly do love you. And they're missing you a lot. I feel like they need an opportunity to miss your presence in their life right now. So just know that them rejecting you has nothing to do with you, because you are really worth a lot. You know, you're really beautiful person, and they definitely see you this way. And it has everything to do with them just not being ready for this, not expecting and not knowing what to do, not really willing to kind change their circumstances because they do just feel kind of pathetic compared to you, like in a way, you know, at least when fighting when it comes to finances and maybe even, you know, just life knowledge and wisdom. So meditation, recovery. This is a big message right here. Like, time for you to just go within and just find your peace and calm again. And this could also mean, like, they are thinking about you a lot. Even if they're not talking to you, they are dreaming and thinking about you. And I feel like they're trying to figure out what to do with you. Okay, speaking of dreams, there's a 7th chakra card. You guys have, like, this heavenly connection. So even if you're apart, it's like, I feel like you're still communicating telepathically. You're still super connected. Like, no matter what. So if some of you are in a situation that you're not, like, easily available, they could also be kind of distancing themselves because they don't want to cause any, problems, and they don't want to disrupt your life. So that could be a lot of it. So part of it is they don't want to disrupt their life and what they're comfortable with. And they also care. And they do care about you. So they don't want to disrupt your life and everything you've built so far. So here's acceptance. With the meditation cards, you are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. So this is a total card. I've just let go. Just accept that you did everything you could. You know, it wasn't your failing. It's just, this is the way things are. And if it's meant to be, it will work out in the future. So for right now, there's nothing else you can do but just stop and just go within. Don't keep pining over this, because that will keep you stuck in the past. That will keep this relationship stuck this way as well if you keep pining over it. So if you guys are very, very connected at the soul level, you need to shift so they can shift as well. So if you keep staying in the same, really kind of almost needy energy of just wanting this to work so badly, then it's gonna just keep things the way they are. Or they will just kind of keep running, or just shutting you out. Even though that's not it. You know, it's not, but it's just kind of how things are. Okay, here we have love is your energy. So let's see in this case. I feel like this is very much saying that they do view you overall is a very loving person. So they know your value. They know your worth. They think your energy is extremely beautiful. You know, with the beauty card here too, and the Empress, you know, coming up twice. Queen of Wands, coming up twice. So I feel like they really love your energy, but they're just so strategic and in their mind and logical that they don't value love and intimate connections enough. So here's this Cobra card, which is very interesting, and the horse. And then we have the snake. So, snakes here, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder. So to me, this just feels like a really competitive or just jealous person. So it could be, since you can't really be together very easily right now, this could be, triggering their jealousy or something like that. So they kind of push you away because they can't stand feeling like they can't have something. Like it hurts them to not be able to have what they want. So they might have wanted you so much that they had to start, pushing you away. Waiting can be a teacher, spiritual guardian, which is interesting. The Cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher, okay? And manifest externally in those special guides who have led us along our path. So I feel like they really felt they've learned a lot from you. And you've been like a spiritual guide to them. You've really been a light to them. And I feel like you've had so much wisdom and let you show them so much love and kindness that you really humbled them. Because this is normally a kind of know-it-all, egocentric type person. So they would really listen to you because they respected your power and your wisdom so much. But, so maybe for a time, they were really intently listening to you. But then they just kind of had to just go play again. They're just I've had enough being serious. I just got to go play. I got to run. So they went back into this horse running mode so they could have some Sagittarius in their chart even, you know, Venus and Sagittarius, where they're always a runaway in a relationship. When things get too intense or passionate, a fire here, they just slither off. So that's kind of what they did, is they just kind of slithered off, but they just don't want to keep their eye on you. Okay, so the horse represents the most masterful form of earth energy within the deck. So they are trying to master the earth element for sure. Freedom is incredibly important to them. And this is someone who achieves anything and never gives up. So this can also be someone who runs away or feels weak. So it could be there's someone who likes to look and feel very strong, and you are so strong that it made them start feeling weak. And that's what made them run away. Because they need to just pretend they need to feel like they were still a very powerful person. It's interesting to bring into balance strength training. So this could be someone who does, lift weights or something like that as well. There does some kind of, push-ups, things like that. So I feel like they are getting more just in touch again with the physical realms, because you probably pulled them too much into the spiritual realms, too much into an unknown world to them that they're whoa, I got to get grounded again. And that's why they just kind of ran away. That's part of that physical stamina exercise and mental focus. Meditation. So meditation, mentioned here for the third time, are the secret weapons behind the horse's legacy. So this is someone who tries to keep a calm mind as well, like they don't want their emotions to roll over them. And they could very much have felt like maybe they're having a too hard of a time keeping their emotions in control and in check, like this King of Cups. So they like to have emotional intelligence and keep their emotions under control. And maybe something in this connection kind of thought made them feel like they weren't going to be able to keep it in control because they were starting to love you too much, because they did see this. Feel this bliss with you, okay? Here is the Tower. So this can be kind of like some unfortunate circumstances. So they felt like, you were kind of like untouchable. And there's all these circumstances that just kept you guys from one another. So they just felt like they're insurmountable. So we have the snake, and then we have the cassette, which is outdated. Thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head, and paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Oh, my gosh. So the 9 of Cups here, twice the 10 of Cups. They do feel like pleasure, passion, paradise with you. They feel all of that with you for sure. And they felt like this fun playfulness with you. They felt like everything with you. It's like the Garden of Eden. So, yeah, the snake and the paradise here. I think something kind of crept in and just booted you guys out of this Garden of Eden you had together. It's like paradise. Cool moments together. And it could be because of their outdated thinking. They're resisting this. Wake up to something new. And it's like all their past is coming back to haunt them. That they just keep cycling it over and over and over again in their head. And that's what the snake was in your paradise, coming to disrupt. So codependency addictions are affecting your romantic life. And let your friends help you, okay? So you really give them a light and free spirit when they think of you and when they've been with you so much. That they did see you're totally like the one that they could spend their life with. And they would want something more with you, but they feel they're very much relying on. Maybe they're not fully financially independent just yet, or they're not ready to be fully strong and complete person in a relationship just yet. You yourself might need to find anywhere you feel you're dependent on something other than yourself. It's okay to have people in your life for sure. If you let your friends help you and accept help from others, and you don't have to, isolate people and from getting close to you. But just make sure that you've healed yourself of codependency patterns, and you're just feeling cold and complete in yourself. That could help split things in this relationship. And now we have the 4 of Fire and a 5 of Fire. So wow, these are really strong energy cards. So this person is someone who's very preoccupied with fighting. Just fighting in their life. Just there. They're definitely like a warrior type. So they probably have some Aries in their chart. And it's like they're super caught up in just improving their skills and reaching their goals. They're so focused on their goals. That's why they haven't been able to devote much time or attention to you. It's like they're gonna get it no matter what. So they're definitely battling right now. They're ready to just do all this battle to get where they want. So they have this desire for power, influence, wealth. They want all of that. So, unfortunately, that this is what comes before love for them. But I do feel like they want love one day because they want a family. This is someone who wants a family. Someone who would be very good as a family person. Finally, we have Channel You, through which healing energy reaches the world. So I do feel like they felt this amazing energy coming through you. We have that beautiful energy card here. Love is your energy. You might have just channeled so many words of wisdom to them, and they will just never forget that because they've never experienced anything like you before. And I feel like it's a workaholic type addiction thing. Addicted to wealth, power, fame, going after that. So what can we see about this person's addiction? The Chariot, the other addicted to success and going after their goals. Usually it's a very good and healthy thing to be fighting for your goals. But it's too much with them. Oh, my gosh. The 5 of Wands battling for their goals. So they're addicted. They get high on the energy of a challenge and crisis and conflict. Name love a challenge. And they're definitely like a warrior, a fighter of some, like a soldier type person, for sure. So some of them might actually have been in the military or are currently. This person has a lot of dark and starting with some demons to overcome. Okay. So what are they trying to overcome? Particularly topped out the 6 of Cups. Oh, my gosh. So I feel like they are, super sweet underneath. and their innocence with maybe kind of taken from them in a way. And they're afraid. Did it just give into anything that makes them feel sweet and innocent? That again, the Five of Pentacles. So it could even be that maybe they grew up with financial difficulties. Just feeling a lot of guilt and shame. So they definitely are battling with that. This one just came off the top of the deck. Oh my gosh. I've had very vivid dreams of you. I definitely feel very much that they are dreaming of you. Like you're their escape. And you're so different than what I'm used to. But they've never known anyone like you before. And, oh, I miss you. That one's beautiful. Okay. So they pushed you away. This one just popped off. I'm making a plan to come back to you. They did push you away. But it's like, I feel like they are not sure or confident in that decision at all. But they just feel like they have to do. All right, we're just sitting here. I've never felt a love like this before. And I pretend I don't care because I care too much. This is a very much attentive King of Cups card. All right. So from my deck here, love given for my touch, for my taste, for my last. Then they come up in a long time. So this person is attracted to you on all levels. You're everything they could have wanted. You turn loose heaven within me. That if we had that paradise card. Yeah, you guys, they felt like they were in the Garden of Eden with you. You are their paradise. I'm so sorry for not giving you time and attention you deserve. Wow, I'm terrified of you. Yes, they're terrified of love. And they don't understand what you are. So, because you're so powerful, and they're not used to someone like you coming into their life. All right? For what advices they most need right now, to help them out. The most of this emotions are natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So you're probably weighing your emotions about this connection because you love them so much. So your emotions are just so all over that it's just you feel like you don't even want to do much in life, maybe right now. So it's saying, in order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So if this person kind of left you, you have to accept it and move on for now. It doesn't mean you'll never be together again. But for right now, you have to be able to let it go and be what will be, will be. You have to get to a point where you're okay with never being with this person again. And I know that's not easy, but it can be done. And it will. If you can do that, it will bring you a lot of peace. So that is the message. Big message for you. Just, get to a place where you're happy again, where your emotions aren't running out of control. You can definitely do it. Okay, guys, I hope this helped you. And I appreciate each and every one of you for watching and would love to have you subscribe here if you haven't already. Thank you if you have. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Take care of you, Virgos. Bye.